So you want to know the weight loss secrets that completely changed my life in 30 days? Okay, you've got it, diva. 4 years ago, I was 45 pounds heavier and completely miserable. And since I have gone on a weight loss journey and tried every single thing possible, from weight loss supplements to workout plans, but it wasn't until I started these 10 weight loss micro habits until I actually saw lasting results. If you're the type of girl who loses it and gains it back, loses it, gains it back, and you're extremely exhausted and you just want to lose the weight for summer for good and stop going on a diet and find a healthy, easy, sustainable lifestyle that you love, one that you can still, yes, eat McDonald's, eat ice cream because it's hot girl summer and you should, then this video is for you. These are the 10 unconventional weight loss micro habits that if you start now and commit to them today for 30 days, your entire life, mind, body will completely change. And the best thing about this is I'm not going to tell you you have to grind in the gym for 2 hours, even an hour a day, even a few days a week. These are things that you have not heard of. Easy, effortless micro habits. So when you pair them together, girl, you're going to finally start seeing results fast. So diva, grab your Stanley, put your hair up in a cute flowered claw clip because we are ready to lock in together. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Up and Glow podcast. Hey divas, what's up? I'm your self-improvement wellness diva and glow up fairy godmother, Madison Haynes. And I am dedicated to making you the happiest, the healthiest, the hottest version of you. So if that sounds good to you and you're not already, subscribe for more. Okay. Weight loss habit micro tip number 1, don't hate me on this, okay? We've talked about it before, but you're waking up, going right to that cup of coffee, put the pot down. Putting the espresso pods down, girl. I get it. It sucks, okay? Eat a breakfast in general, but a high protein breakfast before you drink your morning cup of coffee. Why? Let's get into the scientific reason, okay? Protein stabilizes your blood sugar. It keeps you fuller for longer. What is this going to do? A high protein breakfast means you'll feel full throughout the day, so you don't skip breakfast thinking you're going to lose weight and just drink coffee and suppress your appetite. That's not healthy, newsflash. And you're just going to go and end up binging or eating way too much at lunch, snacking way too much at night because you were starving in the morning. But if you start your morning with a high protein breakfast, you're going to feel full throughout the day. You're going to have energy to fuel your productive mornings. And you're just going to feel less snacky, okay? So do not skip the breakfast. It will genuinely make a big difference. Also, coffee on an empty stomach can spike your stress hormone, cortisol. And when you are stressed, it can actually mess with your metabolism and your hormones. What does this do? Blah, 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 science. Okay, I get it. Essentially, when you're stressed, you're gonna look more puffy. You're gonna be more inflamed. You're probably gonna wanna eat more because you're emotional, because you're stressed out. So for your wellness diva action step for this micro habit and how you can actually apply it, so you're not just listening to me yap and then you don't actually make changes. You're gonna make the changes. So grab your notes app, girly, grab a pen and paper and get to work. I want you to figure out a breakfast that you love, a high protein one if possible, and try and meal prep them. Make it convenient, okay? Because I know I'm not gonna be like, you need to go and wake up and make a breakfast for 20 minutes and then enjoy. I get it, you're a busy girl, okay? Meal prep it, make it something you can actually stick to. I don't care what it is, but make sure it's actually sustainable and enjoyable for you. Micro habit number 2, okay? Rethink or control your late night snacking. If you are like me, I have been conditioned to, when the TV is on, I need to snack. I cannot crush this habit. I have tried so hard, and you know what? I stick to it for a week, I fall off. I lose the weight, I gain it back. If you are like this, sometimes you have to know yourself to grow yourself, okay? Sometimes if the tips aren't working for you, you make a new tip for you, okay? Again, a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, not a diet. What does this mean? If you love to late night snack, then late night snack. I know you're like, how am I gonna lose weight? Here it is, okay? If you love your sweet treat at night, swap it out for a smarter snack. One that's convenient, okay? Because if you have to spend all this time cooking it, you're not gonna stick to it. Easy and affordable. What is this for me? Everyone right now is talking about frozen pitted cherries. They're delicious. Cheap, you literally grab them from your freezer, put them in a bowl, wait for like a few minutes for them to thaw out, and then eat them. They taste like sorbet. Another thing I love is frozen pineapple. You put it into a pan with a little bit of cinnamon, and it tastes almost like apple pie filling, but like with obviously like a pineapple flavor. It's delicious, it's nutritional, and it will hit that sweet craving. If you are struggling on your weight loss journey, it is truly so much easier to replace a bad habit with a new one, opposed to just completely removing that bad habit away altogether. Bonus, apparently cherries contain melatonin. So if you eat them before bed anyways, it's gonna help you sleep, girly. Us hot girlies work smarter, not harder. So your wellness diva action step, okay? It doesn't have to be the frozen cherries, the pineapple, whatever. Find a healthy alternative that you can easily grab at night to snack on that is satisfying to you, that you can replace with whatever you are snacking on late at night that is not good for you. It could even be as simple as pickles, girly, okay? Pickles are delicious and they're lower in calories. Number 3, eat on a small plate, okay? This is gonna help you cut your portions down. It's also gonna help you when you look at that smaller plate, it looks full. If you're cutting your portions and you're putting it on a big plate, you're gonna be like, where's all the food? I'm so used to it. And you're gonna think it sucks and it's gonna feel way harder. Eat on a small plate, but, okay, emphasis on the but. It will feel more like a diet if you give yourself like the portion control, you put it on a small plate and then you're like, I can't eat anything else other than this. And you usually, especially when you're first starting out with cutting your portions, you're gonna feel more hungry. Why? You're shrinking your stomach. Your stomach is used to, it wants the portion you usually eat. So at the beginning, it's going to feel really hard, but if you push through for a few weeks, it's going to be easier, girl, okay? The easiest way to push through that's gonna be sustainable for you, in my opinion, is have that small portion and tell yourself, I'm gonna wait 15 to 20 minutes after my meal, and if I'm truly still hungry, that means I'm hungry and I'm gonna go back and have more food, because that's good. It's not about, a diet. It's not about unhealthy habits. We're doing this healthily. And that will tell your brain you're like less in a scarcity mindset, because if like you really are hungry, you're gonna go back and have food. So it is less of like a diet in your head. So when you eat, you really just are in the habit of like, you know what, I'm just gonna start small, start light, wait it out a little bit, and then I can go back. And that whole mindset alone going into the meals that way feels way more healthier, feels way less restrictive, and you'll find 9 times out of 10, after you wait those 15-20 minutes, you're gonna feel full, because your mind and stomach, sometimes it takes a while for them to connect, okay? That alone will help you'll really see the difference. I know for me, it was life-changing. Again, this is not about restriction. It's about resetting your hunger cues. It sucks. It's gonna take time, but that micro habit will help. Your wellness diva action step for that micro habit is, this week, I want you to try it out. Switch from the dinner plate to the salad plate, wait 15 to 20 minutes, take inventory, be mindful when you eat. I can guarantee you, if you start this now, by the end of the 7 days, you'll at least lose 1 pound. But I'm actually so curious on testing this theory. So just try that out and all the other micro habits if you want to alone. Come back to this video and let me know if it worked, even just within 7 days, because I am so curious. Because when I really started doing this, I saw like very, very fast results. Weight loss micro habit number 4. This one actually takes a little bit more effort than just like snacking and eating a little bit less and whatever, like 10,000 steps. Everyone talks about it. I know. Genuinely stick to it, girl, because it is life-changing, truly. If you really, really want to see a difference, try and aim for like 12K to 14K steps. Yes, this is hard, but here is how you make it easier. I get it. You work in the office, you go to school, you sit for 8 hours a day. I understand, but there is really no excuses, okay? Wake up in the morning and walk around your apartment. Go for a quick 20-minute walk. Go for a walk on your lunch break. When you go to the bathroom, do a few paces back and forth just to get extra steps in. You really shouldn't be sitting without moving for 8 hours. It's okay to get up and go and walk and get yourself water every little bit, every 30 minutes, every hour. Just that quick little additional steps will make a difference. The other little things you can do to make sure you get more steps in, okay? Here's what I want you to do. When you go anywhere, to the mall, grocery shopping, don't park in the most convenient parking spot. Park way, way back. Let's be real. It really just takes a few minutes to walk to and from. And yeah, I get it. You have all the groceries. Girly, it is like a little free arm workout, okay? I know it sucks and it will, but when you start doing these little things, parking further away, looking for the more opportunity to get steps in, that will help you get to 10K way faster. Same with an after dinner walk, okay? This is so nice. If you're alone, you live alone, or you just want a solo time, you eat dinner, go and get in the habit of even just like a 10-20 minute hot girl walk with a podcast with some music. Or if you're in a relationship, that can be such a nice habit to do together. You can really catch up on the day. You can go out, especially in the summertime. It's so nice. And the biggest thing truly is a walking pad or a treadmill. If you're scrolling on your phone, if you're doing whatever, working on your laptop, especially if you work from home, a walking pad is such an easy way to get your 10K steps in. I know they can be expensive, so this might be something you maybe add on your Christmas wish list in the future. But if you don't and you have a gym membership, go. It's like you literally don't have to go lift weights crazy. It could literally just be going from an hour-long weightlifting workout, cutting it down to 30 minutes, and then doing a 30-minute walk as you like scroll on TikTok or watch a movie or whatever it may be. Bonus points if you have a treadmill at your house where you can do this too. Walking helps your digestion, your metabolism, and your mood. And if you genuinely start sticking to this, it's going to be hard to hit your 10K, especially without the walking pad. But once you try and implement those micro habits and start making movement a priority, you should be able to hit the 10K rather quickly. Personally, I have a bachelorette coming up, so I want to just like really get as snatched as possible. So I really up my game on the portion control, and I'm doing like 10 to 12K steps every day. And in the last month and a half, I've genuinely lost 10 pounds. So let me tell you, like if you stick to these micro habits, they work. They are a formula. You will genuinely see a difference. So your wellness diva action step for this one, girly, is add in a walk somewhere. Could be your after dinner walk. It could be a morning walk. I don't really care. But add in a walk that makes you feel good. And always, always, always park as far away from anything as you can. And bonus points for making hangout sessions with your girlfriends something to do with like movement. It could literally be walking around the mall, shopping. Yeah, it's cardio. Number 5. This one is truly life-changing. But you don't need all of these intense workouts, okay? You might think that that's doing what you want, but this is something very important, and I've learned this, okay? And I would like to preface this by saying, for me and my desired like dream body, it's more like a lean Victoria's Secret angel-esque body where I can also eat my McDonald's and ice cream. I know, what a dream, right? That's the true angel. Like a true angel would just be able to do all of that and look like that, and that is what I'm after. I don't know about you. With that being said, before I was training like I wanted to have like a bodybuilder body, like giant muscles, like these like thick legs. Like I just did it because everyone on TikTok that I followed in the fitness community like was doing that. And then it took me a long time to realize that you really need to start training for the body type that you want. So that's going to be different for everyone. So if you don't want the body type that I'm trying to train for, then that's fine. But figure out what that means to you, like what you actually are looking for, what your fitness goals are, and follow content creators and workout plans of people who have the type of body that you'd like. For me, I really want something that's effortless. I want to lose weight without having to just hustle all the time in the gym. I don't have the time. I don't really enjoy it. But I used to go and work out for like an hour and lift these heavy weights. I was so stressed out, spiking my stress hormones, okay? And then I went to trying to train for all of these half marathons, and I loved it at the time. Great. Then I stopped liking it, and I realized I just was starving all the time, and I had to put so much effort into being able to do that. So now I really wanted to take a step back for the summer and lean into my feminine energy and find a workout that really worked with me, not against me. So I personally do a lot of Pilates. It's so expensive to go to a studio, especially the reformer studios. I don't do that, girl. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't have that kind of money. I don't know about you. I do YouTube videos at home. Got a little cute pink mat. Get to live out like little that girl fantasy. I have cute little pink bala bangles from Amazon, the knockoff ones, of course. And it's so fun, okay? I go and do like a full body or just a core workout. It could be from 30 minutes to 45, an hour if I'm feeling crazy. But genuinely, most often it's like a 35-minute workout. I do it 3 times, maybe 4 times a week. And that has been life-changing. I don't have to drive to the gym. I don't have to go do all this crazy long workouts. It's way easier for my schedule. And yes, I still go and weightlift because weightlifting is still good for bone density as you age, and I still feel like it is important. But opposed to going and lifting super, super intense and doing it for a long period of time, I do it for like 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, twice a week, and I work on, you know, my glutes or my arms because I do feel like toning is important. But literally since doing that, I've seen the biggest difference in my weight loss and in how I feel. I feel better. I feel like I look better. And I am working out in half the time. I literally cut my workouts by 50%, and I've seen the difference because I've been adding steps in, I've been portion controlling, okay? So this is your biggest micro habit. You're like, genuinely, you don't have to go and hustle and stress yourself out and do all of this crazy stuff. Again, it's not sustainable for you. If you love it and that you're in your like gym rat era, go off. Then it's sustainable because you love to do it. If there's no resistance there, then do that. But I'm telling the women who feel there's resistance in that, there's a lot of barriers, you don't have to do it, okay? It could be as simple as going for walks and doing YouTube videos a few times a week. So your Wellness Diva action step for this micro habit is figure out what body you want to look like, girl. What do you want to look like? If I, as your fairy godmother, could wave a wand around and be like, bippity boppity boo, you are the best version of you, what would she look like? Okay, write that down, Pinterest it out, then go into workouts that align. If you don't have a pedometer, get one or start using your phone. It could be literally as easy as that. And find yourself an accountability partner and go and screenshot how many steps, like when you hit 10K steps a day, and send that to each other and get into a habit of doing that every day, because you'll be more motivated when you know that there's someone waiting for that. It's like competitive like that. If you don't have a friend to do that, post on your story. Once you get into the habit of feeling like you're doing that, you commit to that so publicly, I feel like you just have the added like boost of wanting to go. And if you do post it on your story, girl, tag me because I would love to see it. I will be your accountability partner. Speaking of which, as like a quick side note, accountability partners we talk about a lot because they help you in your goals so much. And I know it can be really hard to find like-minded women, but when you do and you find a woman or women that are working on the same goals as you, it is so incredibly motivating. But trust me when I say I know it can be hard to find. That is why I created the Glow Up Academy, which is the extension of this podcast, where I can give you personalized tips. You can ask me any questions you want about my life, about something that you're going through. You can ask or request tailored content that I will create for you. And I will create 2 bonus episodes every single month tailored to your needs as your fairy godmother would, so I can better serve you. Literally for the cost of $2.99 Canadian dollars a month, literally less than your Starbucks coffee, girl. Wanted to make this super sustainable for the girls who just want that extra little bit, the sense of community. So if you want to join our exclusive society, girl, head on over to Spotify. Go and select any little podcast episode that has the locked icon that says the Glow Up Academy. Super fun. It's unfiltered. Talk about whatever I want, stuff that I shouldn't be saying. It gets a little bit controversial. We call it unfiltered for a reason. But again, it's like FaceTime energy. You get to know me better, and I just want to serve you in the best way I can, which sounds a little weird. But if that's up your alley, then head on over to Spotify, click those episodes, and Spotify will lead you through the subscription process, girl. Number 6, okay? Micro habit is to not stress about calories. I know you're like, what? Isn't it a micro habit to be like, get my calorie counter up, MyFitnessPal? No, MyFitnessPal is hell. Every time I've done the MyFitnessPal, the calorie counting, it has been not healthy for me. I've spiraled about it. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. I don't think that's healthy, for me at least, because a lot of us women, we spiral about it. We get too, it's just not healthy. And you know what I'm talking about if you're one of those girls. Don't do that to yourself. The last thing you want to do in hot girl summer is have to go scan everything you eat, log your calories in for your ice cream count. No. Okay, we're not doing that. And you don't have to do that. I lost my weight not by doing that. You know how I lost my weight? Literally portion control. And now it is up to you, but I find it way easier and way more sustainable to cut out the calories through portion control than trying to add on all of that with exercise, because it would take hours and hours in my day that I just don't have. When I went to Europe last summer, the way they ate was just so different. Like, their portions are different. When you go to a restaurant, it's just like, I understand everyone's walking, they just eat higher quality foods, and they still enjoy everything. Like, they eat their potatoes, they eat their desserts, but it's less quantity. I can tell you, out of every single one of these tips, like, doing this, you'll see the biggest difference. And it doesn't mean you have to go and be crazy restrictive and count all your calories. Again, don't do that. It's just about trying to eat slightly less portions, because you might be eating more than your body genuinely needs. And again, going back to the other micro habit, start off small and then wait it out. But if you're the type of girl who's like, oh, I don't know how to make it sustainable, I go and crash out because I eat super, super small portions, or they're all super healthy and it's salads and it's cucumbers, but then I miss my McDonald's, I miss my Subway, I love ordering takeout on a Friday night, you can do it. And you know what? I actually encourage it. Maybe that's not something to say it's health. I'm not a health influencer. I'm not a dietitian. But if you want to lose weight in a sustainable way where you can still eat McDonald's, I'm your freaking glow up diva, okay? So here's how you're actually going to be able to eat what you want and still stay thinner. Micro habit number 7, girly, okay? Think smarter when you're ordering fast food. Don't say no. You're gonna end up binging. There's nothing worse than when you go out with your friends, you have to order the salad and they're all having the good, yummy, juicy burgers, or like you have to, oh, I can't go eat McDonald's. You're gonna end up crashing. That's a diet. That's not a lifestyle. This needs to be a lifestyle for you to lose the weight, for you to work, for you to be happy. Because this channel, again, is about being hot, about being healthy, and being happy. Because those three, you need to genuinely glow up to be your best self. To me, that's what self-improvement is all about. Restriction will lead to binging, okay? It is not sustainable. But balance leads to food freedom, okay? Where it's not to be feared. We need to heal our relationship with food. Here's what I recommend. Again, portion control. Eat what you want, but just less. Saying I'm never gonna eat McDonald's again is not realistic, okay? We all go out, have a few too many drinks, want to order a McDonald's, do it, okay? Because you have two options. You could continue to eat how you eat, like the quarter pounder meal or whatever, and then stay the same, which is fine if it's what you want to do, or you don't eat it and you feel like crap because you're like, all I want is the freaking juicy hamburger from McDonald's. Or you can have a happy medium, okay? You can go and have a kids meal, cheeseburger kids meal. You get a little taste of the food, you satisfy your craving, okay? You're honoring your cravings, you're not saying no, and then you get to move on. Or it could even be as just like thinking smarter. For instance, like you could order a quarter pounder, or you could order a 6-piece McNuggets. 6-piece McNuggets is way less calories and it's even higher in protein. For instance, when you're out at Dairy Queen, you could order the medium blizzard with all the toppings in it. Or if it's gonna satisfy you just as much, your sweet tooth, order a small hot fudge sundae. You get to taste the ice cream, you get to enjoy the sweet treat, but you're not overindulging and it's still keeping you on your weight loss goals simply by cutting the calories back. So again, it really is about enjoying food so you don't restrict, because if you do that, you're going to go crazy. It's not going to be sustainable weight loss goals. But it's about how do I cut it back and still enjoy the fast food in a smart, more healthier way. It could even be as simple as ordering a kid's cone. When that ice cream truck comes by in the summer, you know, you don't have to say no. It's just about thinking about how can you honor your cravings and enjoy it and be happy, but do it in a smarter way. Same with going out and drinking with your girls. You know, I love a good patio drink. I love a good margarita. Sometimes it's not worth it though. The first drink always hits the hardest. You take a cute little picture, right? It's super fun. But then after that, like the satisfaction goes down and down and down. So I order the first drink that I really want, take my cute little aesthetic pics, and then I go and I switch to gin and tonics. It literally is as simple as that. I could take your 4 drinks from like being literally over 1,000 calories to being way less, and you still have fun with your girls. Another thing is too, like again, portion control. I used to be a footlong girl, but then I would go and be the only one out of all my friends to eat the footlong sub, and all my friends who were at a different weight, the weight I was trying to work towards, were eating 6 inches. And I was wondering like why I was doing all the same amount of work, working out harder than them, but not being able to look like them. And I know everyone's body is different, and I was trying to honor mine and try to be respectful of mine, but I will be so honest, when I switched to the 6-inch sub, I saw a difference. And I find that genuinely now I am satisfied on that 6-inch sub. I feel full on the 6-inch sub. It's hard to break the habit at first. When your whole life you've been eating a certain way, you have bad habits. It's really difficult, but after that first month, and again, this is why you're not gonna cut it out altogether, because it's not sustainable. But going and just redefining your habit from, I always order a footlong to now, I order, that's what I do. I just order a 6-inch. Why? It's my habit. Building those new healthy habits, healthier habits, will change your life. It sucks at first, okay? But just remind yourself, it's a lot better than saying, I have to cut out all this fast food altogether. At least you get to still enjoy it. And it, you know, it's more of like a healthy balance. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but it worked for me. These are maybe unconventional, so take it or leave it, girl. So your wellness diva action step is, next time you're out, girlie, eat what you want. Maybe this is like such unpopular advice or bad advice, but it worked for me, genuinely. And I've done this for 4 years, okay? You want those wings at Wild Wing? Don't order that salad. You're at Wild Wing. Order the wings, but then like portion it in half and then have the second portion for lunch or for dinner tomorrow. Bada bing, bada boom. You're losing weight, you're eating the food you want, and you have 2 meals for the price of 1. Life-changing. Micro habit number 8, watch out for the sneaky foods that might be completely disrupting your weight loss goals and you think they're healthy, and it is healthy, but in moderation. Healthy doesn't always mean low calorie, okay? So again, we're talking about if you want to lose weight, it's calories in versus calories out. I love avocados. I do. They're high in calories. I still eat them, but I'm careful. I don't eat like 4 a day, okay? Maybe I'll have 1 a day on a salad. With olive oil. Olive oil is very healthy, but I used to eat a salad every single day for lunch and I was gaining weight, and I was like, why? Why am I gaining weight? because I was pouring olive oil on it because I just thought it was healthy. Everyone says olive oil is good for you. There is literally essentially the same amount of calories in olive oil as there is in butter. I didn't know that. I just thought everyone's marketing olive oil as this healthy thing, and it is. Again, in moderation, in quantities, not like guzzling on like me. That was where my problem was. I can guarantee you that you're doing something similar. You're putting on sauces, ketchup, you're drizzling on something onto your dinner that you don't realize, but that is completely disrupting your goals. You could be eating a healthy meal, but there could be an ingredient in there that is putting you over your calorie deficit. Even things that like are marketed as healthy, like Booster Juice. I love Booster Juice. I'll enjoy Booster Juice, but like the regular version of the smoothies have just as much calories as like a small milkshake from Dairy Queen. And I don't know about you, I love Booster Juice, but sometimes I'd rather the chocolate milkshake if we're comparing that. And yes, I know, but there's more nutrients in the smoothie. I get it, but I'm just a diva, and I'm gonna be so real. I understand there's more nutrients in the smoothie, but I'd rather a chocolate milkshake once in a while. I'm being so real, and you're probably the same thing. Maybe you're not. But this is an unconventional tips that work for me, and I'm just being so honest. Educate yourself on what you're putting into your body. Don't track it, be obsessed with it, but understand it. And then you can make choices that genuinely work for you to create a healthy lifestyle, something that's more sustainable for you in the long term. Same with the Starbucks drinks, girl. This one killed me. I had no idea that the Starbucks drinks, the little frappuccinos I was having every day, were completely disrupting my goals, but they are. And like, enjoy it. If you want it once in a while, enjoy it, totally. But like, if you could get just as much enjoyment from like an iced Americano, make those small swaps right now, because that will change the game for you. I drink an iced Americano every day, and I love it. I do it at home. Saves even more money. Great. Love the Nespresso. Life-changing. Don't forget hydration is hot, okay? Water will boost your metabolism. Guzzle that water down, girly, okay? If you have not taken a sip, go take a sip right now. Take your sip. Always have your little emotional support water bottle, your cute little Stanley, tied around a little bow on it. Always. Micro habit number 9, become sleeping beauty, girly. Sleep. Get your 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep. Women need more sleep than men. They do, okay? Make sure you're getting that. Again, high cortisol when you're stressed equals weight gain, especially around like the belly. That's why people say like there's a cortisol belly. A lack of sleep actually can disrupt your hunger hormone and also your willpower, because when you're tired and cranky, you just want to emotionally eat, like it's harder to restrict, like you're less yourself. You're not lazy, you're just exhausted, and because you're exhausted, it leads you to make worse decisions. It kind of makes you give up your healthy micro habits, because it's harder to be in control when we're tired, is it not? So sleep and prioritize rest like your goals depend on it, because it really does, girl. Your Wellness Diva action step is, of course, just set a bedtime and stick to it. Have your little cherries before you go to sleep for the little boost of melatonin, okay? And have a great rest. Micro habit number 10, girl, do not go head in all deep trying to like restrict or going on all this crazy thing. Like I've been talking about this entire episode. The reason for that is if you keep doing that, that is why it is not sustainable. It is why you clicked on this. It's why you keep coming back. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not an extra small, okay? But I have lost 45 pounds, and these habits will help you lose the weight. I know they will, okay? So again, if you're looking to be a size smaller than me, maybe I am not your girl. But if you are looking to feel good in your body, to wear a bikini and feel good, I'm a size small now. I feel confident. I feel happy. I get to eat what I want. I get to go out and have fast food. I get to go out and have my drinks. I move my body in healthy ways, but it's not like crazy intense workouts that are like consuming my life. If you want to live a life like that, if that lifestyle sounds good to you, these micro habits will genuinely work, okay? Don't go and obsess. In my genuine opinion, it's going to ruin your life. You won't be a happy person. This is summer. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life, okay? Food is not scary. It's meant to be enjoyed. And it's only until, in my opinion, you heal your relationship with food and your relationship with exercise and your body, and accept your body and love yourself and respect yourself. And that's why you want to lose the weight, not for some guy, not to get revenge or revenge bod. You want it because you want it for you. You want to slim down because you want that for you. You want to do it for the health benefits. You want to feel confident. That is okay. It's okay to want that if that is the reason, okay? But if you're doing this for someone else or because you feel like you need to, it's not going to be sustainable, okay? The biggest thing in this is to make sure you're making these changes for yourself, for your children, for your relationship, not because, oh, they want you to look better, but because they want you to feel better. They want you to be able to have the confidence, have the energy to show up as your best self. That is self-love. Diets lead to yo-yo weight, okay? Trust me, I've been through it. so many times. Calories are not bad. That's why I do not count them. And maybe that's a hot thing because maybe people were like, count your macros. No, every time I do that, I go crazy and I don't see it, and I end up going back, and it makes me miserable. It's gonna make you crazy if you're anything like me. And you need them. You need them to be productive if you want to do all the other wellness things that we talk about on this channel, you know, going and like working really hard, being productive, being organized, having the perfect morning routine, night routine, cleaning your rooms and space, all that stuff. You need the energy to be able to do that. Hot girls do not fear calories. They're educated on them, and they make good, balanced choices. Choose habits that actually last, okay? Not the ones that are gonna burn you out and make you hate your life. Again, these slow, small, easy, sustainable changes are going to lead you to the real glow up, to being healthy, happy, and hot. Girly, I know it can be such a hard topic, okay? You're not lazy, you're not failing. You're just a woman who is working so hard and doing so much, and you're choosing habits that everyone is telling you that like you have to do this, you have to do that, and you're getting overwhelmed and you're burning out. And it's okay, because I've been through it too. Everyone goes through it. This is why I created this, okay? It might not be for everyone, but if you are a diva who just wants to lose a little bit with a little bit less effort, okay? These are sustainable habits. They're ones you can easily integrate into your routine for like little to no cost. And if you genuinely stick to these 10 habits for just 30 days, okay? No more of like the 10 or the whatever, 75 hard. Stick to these for 30 days. You're gonna see a difference. Your body, your confidence, your whole energy will shift. Don't forget, it is so important to love yourself, okay? Because you have to do this for you, because you love yourself, not out of a place of self-hatred, okay? You want to lose the weight, you want to change, you want to have a healthier lifestyle because you love you, okay? You should love you. I am so proud of you for making it to the end of the video. I'm so proud of you for wanting to work on yourself. It's an amazing thing, girl. Go easy on yourself. Every woman struggles with this. And the one thing I will say is, do not wait to wear what you want this summer, okay? Because I can promise you, most of us women are thinking about the same thing. We're concerned about our own bodies, even though we shouldn't be, okay? But let me ask you this question. When is the last time you even can recall a single person that you've been through on all the beaches, all the little swimming pools that you've been to in your life? Can you remember a single person's bikini body? No. Why? Because it doesn't matter. No one's looking at you the way you think you are. Take the photos, enjoy your summer, okay? Live life as the confident, baddie, hot girl diva that you are, okay? I am proud of you. And well, with that being said, now you have all the 10 micro habits that you need to know on how to slim down a little bit for summer easily. I hope you enjoyed it, diva. And I guess all there's left to say is, are you ready to get up and glow?